coming up on FYI.
Our kitchen has holes that rats come through at night. They bite through our walls.
Born last October, Haggis has become the star of the show here at Edinburgh Zoo. She's so cute.
So we are expecting warmer, wetter winters, as well as hotter, drier summers, and that can lead to problems both with flooding and with drought.
This is FYI, bringing you all the news that matters to you. And first up this week, Lara has been to meet a very special baby animal. Check this out.
Moodang, the tiny baby pygmy hippo from Thailand, has turned 1 year old. She became a viral sensation last year when the world fell in love with her adorable personality. And even now, memes and videos of her are getting millions of views. But move over, Moodang. Thailand isn't the only country home to baby pygmy hippos. Born last October, Haggis has become the star of the show here at Edinburgh Zoo. She's so cute. But what is a pygmy hippo and why are they so popular? Pygmy hippos come from the forests of West Africa and love to spend their time in the water. Despite their small-sounding name, pygmies grow to weigh roughly the same as a male lion. Today, they face real challenges, and it's believed that there are less than 2,500 left in the wild. I've come to meet keeper Johnny Appleyard to find out more. What actually is a pygmy hippo?
So a pygmy hippo is similar to the big hippo, which is its bigger ancestor. It's a smaller version of it.
And Haggis is adorable, but can they be dangerous?
Yes, they can. They've got really sharp teeth. As she gets bigger and bigger, her teeth will get to a point where they're about nearly a metre long.
And do you know how endangered they are?
Yeah, they're very endangered, mainly because of habitat loss. So big hippos live in the rivers and the waters. These guys spend actually predominantly on land. So because they hide in the shrubs and bushes, people don't actually see them. So when cities get bigger, basically their habitat that they have gets less and less. So they are actually still one of the few animals that get hunted for bushmeat as well.
Haggis was born and bred in captivity and will most likely never be released into the wild. Many conservation groups, such as Born Free, are against keeping animals in captivity. They claim that zoos have limited conservation impact and the visitors do not learn a great deal because they're kept in artificial habitats. But what do the team here think? And what do you have to say to those who criticise zoos and keep animals like Haggis in captivity?
Yeah, it's understandable because sometimes it does look like these animals only have small areas, but actually it's quite a valuable resource for us, one, to learn about the animals we've got, to be able to show them and highlight the plight that these animals have. It just gives us the opportunity to put them front and centre so people can see them a lot more and connect with them as well.
That gave me a lot to think about. I wonder what the other people here think about zoos.
I do think it's fine for them to be kept here because they are being treated well and being fed every day.
I'd say that they should only put them here if they're endangered, but if they're quite populated, I think they should be out in the wild.
And why do you think it's important to take care of the endangered animals?
Well, if we don't, then they might go extinct and then a lot of people won't know they actually lived.
Well, it's clear that the debate on zoos will continue for a long time to come. But for now, Haggis is growing bigger and stronger by the day. Maybe she'll be the next online animal star.
Our kitchen has holes that rats come through at night. They bite through our walls.
The shower and the bath don't always work, or there isn't enough water to shower, so we go to school not clean.
Every time I got food packages, the food was always out of date and mouldy. I know I'm poor, but I'm not going to eat mouldy food.
These shocking testimonies are from children growing up in poverty in England, one of the wealthiest countries in the world. Their experiences have been published in a new report by the Children's Commissioner of England, Dame Rachel D'Souza, who interviewed children and young people across the country. According to the Child Poverty Action Group, 4.5 million children in the UK are living in poverty. That's 9 children in every class of 30.
In my house, the heating doesn't work. Every time we put the heating on, it should take £10 a day from our electricity, and sometimes the electricity just turns off.
It took the council 3 months to move us out, which was so much stress, and the mould was making me so ill.
The report has been shared with the government's Child Poverty Unit, and they will use the findings to help make decisions about children's lives. A government spokesperson has said that they are determined to bring down child poverty and have just announced a new £1 billion package to help families in crisis. In a joint statement, all the Children's Commissioners for the UK said in 2025 it is unacceptable that any child is growing up in shocking levels of poverty, growing without basics like food, clothing, heating, safe housing and other essentials. And they are calling on the government to act with urgency.
If you want to know more about why so many families are struggling to afford basics, check out our guide to the cost of living crisis at first.news/FYI. Now this made us go OMG.
Now, following the UK's most recent heatwave of 2025, more hosepipe bans have been announced, and experts at the Met Office are now saying that extreme weather in the UK is the new normal due to climate change. To illustrate how much our weather is changing, 5 years ago, the Met Office released a future weather forecast, predicting what the weather could look like in 2050. But some of their long-range predictions are already beginning to sound a bit like our weather today.
Temperatures exceeded 36 Celsius today, with highs from Southampton to Birmingham exceeding 40 degrees and a top temperature of 43 in Worcester. Little relief tonight either, with temperatures remaining high widely across the UK. Do what you can to stay cool.
We got hold of meteorologist Aidan to ask him about the 2050 weather report and how it compares to this summer's weather.
When I recorded the 2050 weather report 5 years ago, I was shocked to see a temperature of 40 Celsius on a map of the UK. Then, we didn't have to wait 30 years. Just 2 years later, a temperature of 40 Celsius was recorded in the UK. Way earlier, I think, than many meteorologists and climate scientists were expecting. And that just goes to show the kinds of unprecedented temperatures that are already possible in the UK's changed climate. According to the Met Office latest climate report, there are certain extreme types of weather that are occurring more frequently, particularly when it comes to heat waves. They're becoming more intense with higher temperatures, and they're lasting for longer than they used to. And when it comes to rainfall, our winters are becoming wetter. When it rains, we're more likely to see very heavy rainfall that leads to flash flooding. So we are expecting warmer, wetter winters, as well as hotter, drier summers, and that can lead to problems both with flooding and with drought. We also know humans are causing this change because it's happening too quickly for natural causes to be behind it. It's the human pollution that must be causing this rapid climate change. It's important to educate people about the causes of climate change and what we can do to help prevent further climate change in the future, like more recycling and saving energy and switching to renewable types of energy such as solar or wind energy.
And as well as a warm summer, it's also a sports-filled one. The Women's Euros are well underway, and this weekend, golf takes the centre stage with the 153rd Open. The Open Championship is one of the most prestigious events of the golfing calendar, and this year, it's taking place at Royal Portrush in Northern Ireland. But how popular is the sport with young people? Well, earlier this year, Rosie went to meet two young golfers who have their sights set on the top of the game. Check this out.
15-year-old twin sisters Annabelle and Emily have been winning competitions and making headlines with their impressive golfing abilities. They have both represented England in under-16s matches, and they're going from strength to strength.
I'd say my biggest achievement is playing for England. It's such a special honour and I love it.
Yeah, that's been a goal of mine and Annabelle's since we were really young, so it feels really good to be part of that.
Annabelle and Emily started playing golf when they were really little. Their dad's a golf pro, so as soon as they could hold a club, they were out on the course practicing. And their shared love of the sport has been part of their success. Are you competitive with each other?
Very, very competitive. I think, we always want to beat each other and do well, but I think it's been really good for both of us to kind of have someone there to push us on a bit and just make us better.
I get that. I'm really competitive with my siblings as well.
Although golf is growing more popular with adults, only 0.4% of children in England play the sport, and that's something Annabelle and Emily would love to see change.
I think a lot of people think that it's quite hard to get into and you need lots of equipment, but actually, just going down to any local club or driving range and borrowing some clubs and just having a go, I think is really good.
It's just a really social game. You can walk and talk while you do it, and it's a lot of fun once you get into it.
I'll be honest, the closest I've got to playing golf is a couple of rounds of crazy golf. Luckily, Annabelle and Emily have invited me to learn more about the sport and give me a few tips.
So we're going to try a little bit of a slopier putt, so you want to aim there. Yeah, that's a great aim there. Woo! I went a long way. Yes! Oh, so close. That was such a good putt.
Not bad, but I don't think I'm going to be a rising star like Annabelle and Emily anytime soon.
Hopefully other girls will see us playing golf and feel that they know that anyone can play golf and it's not just for girls or just for boys. It's just a really fun and inclusive sport.
That's about it from us, but we'll see you next week for more of the news that matters to you. Bye!